Hello everyone. So today we are going to implement this blood dripping sword effect using Niagara effect system in Unreal Engine 5. Okay, so for this tutorial I am going to use this sting sword model that you can download for free from free3d.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. So let's download it. And here we have the textures. At the moment textures are not important, but what is important is this string sword low poly fbx. So download that. And after downloading, I have extracted the archive, and here is the extracted archive. So let me import it into our project. Wait, let's create a folder for that. Blood sword. Okay, and I'll create another subfolder, sword model. So let me import that. And when we import, let's see. First, okay, let's just keep the default settings and import all. Oh, we have slight problem because the parts of the swords are imported separately. That means this handle as one part and the blade, this is the handle. Okay, part of handle, this is pommel and lame. Okay, this is the blade part. Okay, actually I didn't know about the parts, so I just did a Google. So the middle part is called fuller, right? Just something that you know. Okay, so this as lame, I think this is fuller. So let me just drag and drop it here. Well, I feel like it's a bit too small for our purpose, so let me scale it up in the import transform as 2 and re-import. Okay, now I think this is big enough. Great. All right, so now this is what I'm going to use as the base for our particle effect. But before that, let me again import the sword. This time let me rename this. No need to rename. Let's see what happens if I drag and drop. Okay, and under advanced, sorry, not advanced, here combine meshes and use the import uniform scale as 2 and import. Now we have the full sword like this. So yeah, for now we don't need it, we will need it later. Also the textures, so there are a lot of textures, so let me import them all. And open the material. We have base color, emissive, string, I guess this is height map, normal, ambient occlusion, roughness, metallic. That should be enough. A height map I'm not sure where to put. Let's import these. Great. Base color should go here, and this is emissive, right? Yeah, emissive should go into the emissive, and this is metallic. Here ambient occlusion, roughness, and normal. Okay. Let's reorder this. This one should be second. No, this one should be second. This is okay. All right. Okay. Shift D, select all and Shift D so it aligns to the right side, and then distribute vertically. Oh, not enough space. Again, distribute vertically and Shift D. Okay, that's good enough. I'm not focused much on the material here, but yeah, now we have material. Great. So the next part is implementing the particle effect. So bloodshot. Here I'll add another folder, effects, and create a Niagara particle system using new system from selected emitters. I'll choose this fountain, add finish ns blood sword. So the first thing I want to do is some blood dripping effect. So for that I'll first reduce this gravity force to something like -100, and I don't think we need a velocity, so let me disable it. Great. And shape location also I don't need. So this should be emitted from a shape like the sword fuller. So here I'll add static mesh, sample static mesh, and static mesh location, 2 modules. So for this I'll choose sword lame. Okay, and the same for here also. We have CPU access error. Let's fix it, and let's use the same value for the mesh location also. Why it's not working? It is. I was looking from the other side. So yeah, if I stop the gravity force, you should see the particles are spawned in the shape of the sword. So to preview this, we can select this and add a Niagara particle system. See, now you can see the particles are spawned along the surface of the sword. Now we need to make it look like a blood dripping sword. So for that, here let's modify this material, modify this particle. How? First let's change the color. It should be red, and a darker red to match the color of the blood, but you can see it doesn't get darker. That's because this default sprite material is an additive material, so it can't be darker than what's behind it. So let me duplicate this default sprite material by copying this into the FX folder. Let's make a copy and I'll name it blood, and I'll change the blend mode to translucent. Will this be enough? Well, let's see. Let's try, and let's use that blood particle. Now see, it can be darker, so, and it should look like some blood effect that drips from the sword. So I'll first make it align to the velocity, and then here again enable gravity. Okay, and I'll add sprite scale sprite size. I can't use the scale sprite size by speed because it can only have I can use it, but I think the other one will be easier. Scale sprite size. Right, so here I'll turn this into a non-uniform curve, and this one should have a, so to make it look like dropping, the Y scale should become larger as it goes downwards. So let me hide X part and Y. Let's make it like this. And I'll make it, we can make it longer by scaling it, and X I'll make it so initially it should have some width, then it should reduce. Okay, maybe initially it should have some value 2, and we'll make it scale to maybe 0.2, no, 0.5. Okay, oh well, it doesn't look correct. What if we change this one also to a shape like this? Oh, it's not changed. Oh, sorry. Okay, maybe we don't need this scale. Yeah, okay, I think this is good enough. Great. Okay, drag. Let's try increasing it like 0.8, gravity maybe, how about 200? Okay, now this is how it looks in with on the model. So but this doesn't look that good, so it doesn't look good at all. So let's add another effect, some red smoke like effect to wrap this sword. Before that, let's do some change to this emissive color. Let's use only one channel and multiply it with another color. Let's try red. For that, okay, maybe we need some more a brighter color. So 10. All right, that works. Okay, and the next part, what if we had some brighter red to here also? Why? Not good. Okay, this color is better. Okay, to the next part. So having some a smoky effect. So for that, in starter content, I have sorry, not starter content, in engine content. If you don't see the engine content, you can go to settings and show engine content. That will show the engine content here. And if you search smoke, you have this smoke sub UV black body material. So you have something like this there. So I'm going to use that. Let's copy this into FX folder. Copy here. Where is the okay, right? Blood smoke. No, let's call it sword smoke. Right. So here, if I just directly apply this, before we apply it, let's go here on the fountain, press Ctrl D to duplicate this. Let's rename this blood dripping, and this is blood smoke. Okay, but no change there because we still have the same effect. We didn't make any changes. So for the smoke, it should not fall down. So I'll simply make this positive 10 like this. And actually I don't think we need this sprite size scaling part here. So let's just disable it. Great. And then as the material, I'll use that sword smoke. So you can see an array of smoke effect is appearing. So to get rid of that array, we can change the sub UV image size. So if you go here and look at this particle sub UV texture, you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 to this side, and similarly 8 cells in this side. So to match that, here we have to use the sub UV image size 8 by 8. So now we get only one cell of that image, but now it doesn't look that good. It doesn't look like some smoke. So to have that smoke effect, we can add sub UV animation, and with the default settings it will work. You can see now it actually looks like smoke here also. but you see it somewhat pops, which is not good. So to get rid of that popping effect, here this scale color, let's change it into a shape like this. Yeah, now it appears more smoothly. Also, I don't think we need to have this velocity line here, so it looks better. Okay, but now the only problem is it is black, so it should be red. But if I change, we already have red as the particle color, but it's not applied because we are not using it for the emissive color. So let me just simply connect particle color into this emissive color. We don't need this part now anymore. You can delete that part. Now let's see. Now we get the red smoke out of the sword. Okay, now to make it make the effect improve, let's try adding some curl noise. Let's try 50. Great. Okay, it looks good. And can improve, increase the rate too if we want. Great. But I think just having red on the sword blade is not that good. What if we change the whole color here? And also if I move it, a smoke particle doesn't look good, but the dripping blood is fine. The smoke particle looks bad. So if I keep the smoke particle in the local space, I think it could be better. Oh, why is it detached? Ah, sorry, there is some offset in the blood sword. Yeah, right. Now when the smoke is in the local space, it looks good. Okay, now how to apply this to the full sword? I don't think we can. Here is the full sword. Wait, I don't think it will work properly if I just simply change this sword layer mesh with the sword. Let's try anyway. See, it's not working. So I think we can do something like this. Let's create a blueprint and actor pp blood sword, and add the full sword model. Here maybe we should move it like this so that the pivot is here. That's not very important. The forward, Okay, I think it would be better if the forward of the sword is pointing to the red. So let's make it 90. What happened? Okay, offset is again changed. Right, sword, and then let me duplicate this fuller, and for the fuller I'll choose this sword lay and apply here. So if there are any sea fighting, there are no, but just in case I'll make this slightly larger. Let's say 1.01, and then under this I'll add a Niagara particle system component, sword effect, ns blood sword. Oh, right. Remove the offset and it looks all good. Okay, now this is how it looks here, and great. Now let me remove this one and this one. This is the final look of our sword. Let's rotate it. Great. So this is the final blood dripping sword effect. So you can use this effect with when you have a character that attacks. So yeah, but that part is not out of the scope of this tutorial. I only wanted to implement this blood dripping effect, and I'm going to stop this episode right here. Alright, so yeah, when I play the game, the FPS is in 120, so the performance wise also this is, I don't think this is a problem. Okay, so thanks for watching. As always, project files will be available here in the Patreon page. For the download, link would be in the description below, and if you like to support my work, you can get the membership of the Patreon club. See you in another episode. Goodbye.